Tonight, a 15-year-old is under arrest for his part in the shooting deaths of a 15-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy, siblings from the east side who were found dead in their apartment Friday morning. Good evening to you. I'm Mark Mullins. In the days since the crime, we've heard from heartbroken family members and members of the community frustrated by gun violence, especially when it comes to teenagers. Tonight, our TV6's Cameron Riddle spoke with community leaders who say the answers to ending violence on the east side are sitting right in front of us.
As friends and family try to heal following the double murder of a teenage brother and sister, activists are asking the community to come together and address the problems they say are well known and ignored.
It was so many different gaps and resources continuing to shut down every single year, putting us in a position where we got to put food on our table. We got to do what we got to do to survive. And so a lot of people turn to violence.
While a 15-year-old boy sits in jail in connection to the deaths of Nicholas and Ashlyn Nelson, community activists are reminding the city's young men violence is not the answer. It's a lifestyle Darius Ross knows well.
I was one of them who kind of straddled the fences at first, but turned to the streets. Lost 37 friends to gun violence. It took two of my friends killing each other over $50 to wake me up.
Ross, a former gang leader turned community activist, is now running for city county council. He says putting the city's young men on the right path is a job no one person or organization can tackle alone.
You got to put something in front of them that they ain't used to seeing. We need people to step up, peers to step up, people who have influence to step up, to put something positive in front of these kids.
Those are words Antonio Patton lives by. He's part of the team launching the Reset Center, a new community headquarters for the East Side. He says mentoring the teens growing up in today's world takes building a connection that was lost long ago.
We need the village mentality back like never before, to where when your child was out of line, I knew his dad, I knew his mom, I knew whoever that guardian was, he or she, and that child could get their behinds whooped right there, and then they knew they was going to have a double-up whooping coming later on that night.
Patton says mentoring the teens of today requires a lot of love, patience, and consideration, a trait they have to receive to know how to give.
We have to empower these kids to know to, before you make a reaction or a decision, have you stopped and thought about what you're about to do and what's the severity and the consequences for my action.
Working for you on the East Side, Cameron Riddle, RTV6.
The 15-year-old who was arrested today has not been charged. Marion County prosecutors are reviewing the case. If he is eventually charged with murder, a judge will decide whether or not he is tried as an adult.